And of course, you can watch us live on our website www.ogtv.com.ng/live for the latest news and reports. Check us on these platforms: X at Ogun TV, Facebook, Ogun State Television, YouTube at OGTV Abeokuta, on TikTok at Ogun State Television. And I am Senior Kabaru. We begin with President Bola Tinubu, who has approved the cancellation of a substantial portion of the debt owed by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to the Federation account, wiping off about $1.42 billion and 5.57 trillion naira after a reconciliation of records between both parties. This is contained in a document prepared by the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission and presented at the November meeting of the Federation Account Allocation Committee. Analysis shows that the presidential directive wiped out about 96% of the dollar-denominated debt and about 88% of the naira-denominated obligations previously reported as outstanding. This indicates that the approval followed the recommendations of the Stakeholder Alignment Committee on the reconciliation of indebtedness between NNPC Limited and the Federation, which reviewed the company's royalty and lifting related liabilities up to December 31, 2024. Despite the cancellation of the legacy balances, fresh debt built up in 2025 remain. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors has warned that the country may soon face another nationwide shutdown of medical services following the federal government failure to honor a memorandum of understanding previously signed with the association. In an urgent appeal to senior medical professionals and respected elders, appeal to avert a looming nationwide NAD strike. The NAD Secretary General Dr. Shuaibu Ibrahim cautioned that the nation was on the brink of a total and indefinite comprehensive strike. The association said the strike would be the inevitable result of Federal Ministry of Health and the federal government ignoring multiple deadlines for implementing the MOU signed with resident doctors. NAD records that it suspended its indefinite strike on November 29 after 29 days of industrial action following the signing of an MOU with the government. Cultural pride and national unity take center stage in Shagamu as the 2025 Remo Day celebration draws eminent sons and daughters of Remo land alongside top government officials to honor the rich heritage and enduring values of the people. The event held at the Akarigu Palace Pavilion in Shagamu, local government area of Ogun State, featuring the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun, and other dignitaries who commended the community's cultural legacy and developmental strides. Yusuf Ghani report.
Remo Day is more than a festival. It is a celebration of identity, a reflection of rich cultural heritage, and a showcase of the achievements of the Remo people over the years. It is for this reason that eminent sons and daughters of Remo land, joined by dignitaries from across the country, converge on the pavilion of the Akarigu Palace to celebrate unity, culture, and progress. The Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, described the celebration as a reminder of the importance of culture, noting that Remo land continues to exemplify the richness of Nigeria's cultural diversity and its contribution to national unity and strength.
This remarkable cultural celebration once again affirms that our diversity in this country is not a weakness, but should remain our greatest strength. The spirit of Remo Day exemplifies that Nigeria must continue to build one nation where unity thrives in diversity, where our shared humanity surpasses all other differences.
He assured Nigerians that the issue of insecurity under the administration of President Bola Tinubu will be effectively addressed within the next 86 months.
From the Senate and National Assembly, we will continue to partner with our son, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, to craft laws that will bring more prosperity to Nigeria. We will partner with him to bring peace to Nigeria. Even as we speak, I have assured my people and the people of Nigeria that the insecurity you see today under Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, within the next 36 months, we shall see them no more.
Speaking as a proud son of Wonderland, Obusi Governor Prince Akwabiodo said the Women Day celebration reflects universal values embedded in culture, art, and tradition, which continue to unite the people. He adds that the annual celebrations remain a shining example of how culture and tradition foster unity and collective development within the community.
This celebration affirms our roots and strengthens our confidence in the future we are building together. Our shared identity binds us across towns, communities, and diaspora. Reminding us our progress is most impactful when it is inclusive and driven by a shared purpose. Through ideas, skills, investment, and advocacy. Let us one another support the world for you to contribute meaningfully to our collective advancement. Open opportunities that empower our youth and strengthen our communities.
The Accountable Empowerment of Womenland, Obabadatu Ajayi, alongside other sons and daughters of the community, speaks glowingly about the uniqueness and significance of the cultural festival.
May today's celebration inspire us to strive for excellence in our individual and collective pursuits. May the spirit of Ramadan continue to shine brightly across generations.
We believe that it's a way of celebrating our culture and also celebrating the progress of our division.
And most importantly, to celebrate being alive, because it's a privilege to be alive, to see another day, to see everybody dressed in their glorious garments. It's a day of celebration, a day of joy, and a day to promote Rema culture.
We have all paid our dues in other areas. We are now supposed to come home now and do our best for our roots, which has mentored us and brought us this far in our different professions.
As part of the celebration, the newly completed Akaibu Pavilion was inaugurated, while Women Initiative used the occasion to empower persons living with disabilities and students, reinforcing the community's commitment to inclusion and social responsibility. Yusuf Ganibu, OGTV News.
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Waidi Shaibu, has assured officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army of improved welfare and enhanced security operations in 2026, as he charged them to sustain professionalism and intensify efforts against emerging security threats across the country. The Army Chief gave the assurance during the Youth-Tide season luncheon with troops at the front line held at the Deban Lema in Edo local government area of Kwara State to mark Christmas 2025 and the New Year. Represented at the event by the Chief of Administration, Major General Muhammad Abdullahi, the Chief of Army Staff commended troops for their resilience, courage, and sacrifices, particularly those on active deployment during the festive season. The Chief of Army Staff paid special tribute to officers and soldiers who could not celebrate with their families due to operational demands, describing their absence from home as a significant sacrifice made in the interest of national security. He assured them that their efforts were recognized and deeply appreciated by the Army leadership and Nigerians. The National Judicial Council has disclosed that 34 applicants, including the Chief Superintendent of Police, failed the Judges Appointment Integrity Test conducted by the Federal Judicial Service Commission. The Council made this known in a statement in Abuja, explaining that while 62 applicants passed the computer-based test conducted by the Federal High Court in July in Abuja, only 28 nominees emerged successful after the integrity screening. According to the NJC, the 62 candidates who passed the CBT were forwarded to the FJSC for further assessment in line with the integrity policy recently introduced by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudrat Kekirieko. Upon assuming office, Justice Kekirieko introduced a public feedback-based integrity test for judicial appointment, following and allowing members of the public to submit petitions or comment on shortlisted nominees. The Council's Deputy Director of Information, Kemi Ugidengbe, added that the Council remained resolute in maintaining high standards, stressing that transparency and judicial integrity remain top priorities under the administration of Chief Justice Kekere. Former Ogun State Commissioner for Works and one-time Deputy Governor, Prince Segun Adesegbo, has marked a major milestone as he closed 70, drawing tribute from political leaders and associates who describe him as a dependable strategist with rare humility and unwavering loyalty. The grand birthday reception held in Lagos State brought together prominent Nigerians from across the political divide to celebrate a man widely regarded as a grassroots politician whose life and career reflect dedicated service to Ogun State. Matthew Showme reports.
A man many once thought would not live beyond the age of 5, Prince Segun Adesegbo, now celebrates 70 years of life, marked by remarkable achievements in public service and enduring impact on the people of Ogun State. The 70th birthday reception of the ever-smiling and active politician is likened to a political rally as an array of distinguished guests gather not only to honor him but to celebrate a life that has touched many across generations. Leading the roll call of dignitaries is Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun, who highlights the long-standing relationship between his family and that of the celebrants, tracking it back to their father's days as university colleagues.
I share a lot in common with him. He's been a part of my political career. He's loyal, he's steadfast, and of course again, he's a strategist.
Former Ogun State Governor Aremo Olusegun Oshoba, under whose administration Prince Segun Adesegbo served as Commissioner for Works, wishes him many more years of good health and fulfillment.
In 70 now, please join me in wishing another 50 years celebration. Thank you.
The Deputy Senate President, represented by Senator Ibrahim Babangida as chairman of the occasion, describes the former Deputy Governor as a man who has acquitted himself honorably in public life, while friends and associates thank God for his journey so far.
I can only give glory and thanks to God for what he has made him to do.
I wish him well. I may he live long.
For anybody who offers himself for public service, it's a sacrifice.
Since the time of Subashoba, he was the Commissioner for Works. I was the State Secretary for SDP. Say whatever you like. Segun Adesegbo is a very hard-working person. He is a grassroots politician. He is very thorough.
Man that you can rely on. I pray that God will give him strength to continue in this way so that he does not change.
Wives and children of the celebrants describe him as a rare gift to their family.
I just want to thank you for being what he is.
But the Father has been very wonderful to me.
It's time for you to enjoy the fruit of your labor. Enjoy it.
Prince Segun Adesegbo, in his response, acknowledges the hand of God in his life and career, advising younger generations to remain steadfast.
It's a wonderful thing to celebrate. I thank my children, my wife, and all my friends for making it a success.
A man of destiny whose life reflects the hand of God in the affairs of men. Matthew Showme, OGTV News.
In a heartfelt gesture of service and community support, Honorable Olusegun Adesanya, a member of the People's Democratic Party and representative of the Ijebu North East State constituency in the Ogun State House of Assembly, has launched his 2025 Empowerment and Festive Relief Package aimed at uplifting artisans, traders, farmers, youth groups and other vulnerable residents ahead of the New Year celebrations. The empowerment program held at the Central Venue in Ijebu North East attracts community leaders, beneficiaries and party officials who commend the lawmaker for his sustained commitment to grassroots development and economic empowerment. And Kim Agu completes the report.
The rising cost of living and persistent economic challenges continue to place enormous pressure on Nigerians, pushing many small-scale business owners to the brink, despite various government economic intervention programs aimed at stabilizing the economy. Addressing the gathering, Honorable Adesoya explained that the Empowerment Initiative is designed to provide practical support to boost livelihood and ease the financial burden of the festive season, particularly for residents most affected by economic downturn. A wide range of empowerment materials, including food relief packages, grinding machines, gas cylinders, sewing machines, and other essential items are distributed to beneficiaries drawn from across the constituency. Honorable Adesoya urged recipients to make responsible and productive use of the item, stressing that the goal is to enhance economic generation and promote self-reliance within the community.
I prioritize people as so adequate representation for them so that if they have anything they want me to do, they should be free to talk to me so that I can easily do it for them.
In separate goodwill messages, party leaders appreciate the lawmaker for the initiative and emphasize the need for unity, cooperation, and sustained community support for developmental efforts.
Tenants to follow. They are pillars. We have party manifestos, so you cannot afford to drop the ball. You know, you cannot. It's a political party where you have to give account of stewardship to the people, to the leadership of the party, time to time.
This is just a peanut from what I know that he has been doing for his people, and all this is to encourage the people living in the rural area to do more when it comes to coming out for the election.
Several beneficiaries expressed gratitude, describing the empowerment program as timely and impactful, noting that it will significantly support their businesses and household needs as the festive period draws to a close.
I'm so grateful for the packages that given to me from Barrister Shehu Adesoya. I'm so excited. All what Shehu Adesoya did for us, God will more and more raise his hand up.
As the event concludes, residents of Ijebu Northeast openly endorsed Honorable Oluseun Adesoya for a second term as a representative in the Ogun State House of Assembly. In Kem Agu, OGTV News.
Work and First has donated medical equipment and surgical supplies to the Olabisi Onabanjo University Teaching Hospital in a bid to decrease death rates through medical care. During the presentation exercise, the founding board chair of Work and First, Fadirera Oriaga, explained that it is an health-based non-profit founded with the aim to decrease health disparities in Nigeria as well as abroad, in partnership with the Olabisi Onabanjo Teaching Hospital, Shagamu. Oriaga says it has donated earlier this year and to wrap up with the donation of medical equipment and surgical supplies into the Suleiman Adebola Adegunwa Trauma Center to help them decrease death rate.
They are trying to decrease how backed up the OR is. The hospital is conveniently placed in an area that there is a lot of motor vehicle accidents, so they do have a lot of traumas that come in. So our goal was to help them kind of decrease the backups that they're experiencing in their OR. So we donated quite a few surgical equipment, supplies, IV catheters, cannulas, things of that nature to assist them in their surgical efforts to assist with their traumas. The walk-in-based goal is to help wherever there is a need, right? So we also want to partner with other hospitals, other local clinics, all throughout Nigeria, not just here in Shagamu, but throughout the entire country.
Medical Director of the Teaching Hospital, Dr. Bumi Fatungashe, received the donation on behalf of the management and staff.
On behalf of the state government, the board of the hospital, the management, and the staff, we're glad to be the beneficiaries of this donation. And they are consumable, particularly from the OR, and specifically donated to the trauma center. We want to assure you that this is a well used for the medical purposes, indigent patients, and every patient that requires surgery would benefit from this.
Actually promised that the medical equipment and medical supplies will be put to good use. Super Foods once again brought joy to children and families as it hosts its annual Children's Party, an initiative it has sustained for over 2 decades as part of its commitment to community service and child development. The colorful celebration drew children and parents together for a day filled with fun, games and music, creating an atmosphere of happiness and shared bonding. Adedamola Adeniji's report is presented in this package.
The venue comes alive with excitement as children and their parents gather for Superfood's annual Children's Party, an event designed to celebrate childhood and strengthen family bonds. Proceedings open with prayers, followed by a series of engaging games and activities that keep the children entertained, cheerful, and actively involved throughout the day. Speaking at the event, the owner of Superfoods described the party as a long-standing tradition aimed at giving back to society and putting smiles on the faces of children.
The program is wonderful. Despite that fact that things are not very easy, people still turn out. We appreciate them. Children, they should always abide by rules and regulations their parents give them at home. The security is very, very paramount to everybody now. Children should take good care of themselves.
Also speaking, the event coordinator says the initiative reflects Superfood's commitment to bringing children together in a positive, friendly and supportive environment.
The event is an amazing event. As always, Superfood has been doing this for a very long time, over 20 years now, and it's as spectacular as always. It's always an experience. So it's not just about people coming, it's about people enjoying the experience.
Some of the children comment the initiative, describing the celebration as exciting and memorable.
I feel great. I say thank you, Superfood. I had a wonderful day. I feel amazing. Thank you, Superfood.
The event draws to a joyful close with music, dancing, and laughter as children live with gifts, lasting memories, and renewed excitement.
Moving to the foreign scene, China will on January 1 launch an action plan for boosting management and operations of its digital currency. The deputy governor of the country's central bank said the future digital yuan will be a modern digital payment and circulation means issued and circulated within the financial system. People's Bank of China Deputy Governor Lu Liu wrote in Financial News, a media outlet under the central bank. The next step towards that goal, a new generation arrangement for digital yuan, will be launched on January 1, Liu said, encompassing a measurement framework, management system, operating mechanism, and ecosystem. The action plan will see banks pay interest on balances held by clients in digital yuan, a move to incentivize broader adoption of the currency. And finally, on sports, Nigeria Premier Football League leaders Rivers United have opened a 5-point gap at the top of the table following a 1-0 victory over Rangers International and Nasarawa United's 3-0 defeat to Kano Pillars. A 53rd minute strike from centre-back Bolu Shulumade proved decisive for Finidi Just side in their matchday 19 encounter in Port Harcourt as Rivers United head into the mid-season break with a commanding advantage. Rivers' grip on first place was further strengthened by the setback suffered by second place Nasarawa United in Kano, where they were convincingly beaten by a resurgent Kano Pillars. The solid miners were visiting the Sani Abacha Stadium as Pillars returned after serving a 5-match home ban, and they fell victim to the first 6th win of the season. And just before we go, let us remind you that nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. And that's our news this afternoon. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.